dropping in. Chat and get that logged in. To finish this before we get to well, I got 3 hours left on my HD upload, so by the time that hits I'm good. But I'm gonna give myself a quick minute to get my hey Noel, what's up? Thanks for showing up. Getting myself together here. Thank you. Yeah, I love this game. I don't know why, but I played it on the Switch the first time and got like instantly addicted. And then once I got the playthrough, it's like I wonder if this is like on another system. And if so, it's gotta look so much better. Like I wanted to share this game as quick as I could. Like it's too fun. Like everything kind of fits too. Like they got the little, it's a noir base, so the music, the outfits, the attitudes, the dialogue, it's from that time, it fits that time, it's great for that time, and it's real nice. Grab some agua and some drink, and we are gonna get cracking in about 3 minutes. See you at 11:15. Excuse me. be out here. Hopefully I got to save right back to where I was pulling up at the, yep, word. We should be picking up right back where we left off.
If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
You kind of made that plain and simple. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna try to comb it a little bit better than I did last time, because it was definitely like there's some space you can cover. Looking like Pumbaa in a football outfit. 2 more cards. Oh, this is the wall. Baseball on the ground. His name is Kid Dick. We're asking the sidekick to silent film legend Ray Martin, The Orphan.
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of day.
Okay. Something to see. Ooh, there's something over here. I ain't know you could come over here. Aha. Right. I wonder. Nope. tried it. At least I found the card over here. That works for me. Can't go over there? Okay. Lightning bugs by a tree, or as they're called today, fireflies.
If this had been here over 30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants.
Yeah, that means somebody's here with you, sir. Look at that food right there.
Still hot. The 4 bases guarding their father. According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Oh, wait. Born 1819, died 1915. Damn, 96. Jenny Boots. Or Jenny Bradwick. Good life.
It'd be even better with a skull between the bats. I've never trusted angels. When they fall, the world falls with them.
Somebody hiding behind Danny Smith grave. Oh, I missed the card. Puma really be. You're right. You see him? It's right there. Look at Spano just hiding in the tree. You scared ass. And why you hiding for? You should have been trailing me all this time. I've always been a Warriors fan with my first choice. So I'm probably gonna need a second choice. What am I gonna do? Oh, I know what to do.
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck. I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although, to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spano.
Oh, you just called him out of the tree right there. I'm gonna use this one as my third one.
Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity.
Now you know.
Marley's are the absolute worst.
And you sponsored him, or was the model face for him?
Who are you?
Okay, I went with Blackmore, so this time I'm gonna see what happens if I tell him my real name.
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
What was your glove doing at Dunn's place?
Because Dunn said he was shaking the hornet's nest, that sooner or later they'd come after me, because they wanted to kill me, because he offered me his home, and then vanished. Because I waited for him for 2 days, and then they came to get me, because I had no time to take my glove when I escaped through the window.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time. How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
That's a tough one. Which way did I go last time? Because if I lie to Spano, that's kind of dumb because I was just honest with him with my real name. So, we're gonna stand 10 toes.
Joe Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a time. My turn.
Don't get mad.
What did Dunn want from you?
He wanted to know who was playing dirty
Right, Boy
in
Scout
the
mode,
sporting
straight up.
business. Dirtier than usual, that is. Wrecked lives,
I went
careers, ruined at the
I
top
went
of the
in the
game.
FBI ruse,
He wanted
but
to know if the same
I don't know if
had
that
happened to
messed
me.
up my,
He wanted to know if the end of my career and my disappearance
as a
had
whole.
anything to do with all that. He
Because
wanted me
I
to
don't know
confirm
if
who
this
was behind it
would make it
all.
more
The guy who
ruinous
had him killed.
than,
Our old friend,
successful.
the surgeon.
Okay, so this is where it gets me to the point where I need to start looking up. Okay, one of Dunn's brother has on drug pills since you're a doctor. Boom. Spell blames everything on the surgeon. This is a new clue from my second run. And Olympic 5. I'm guessing it's gonna be those three. See, that's how this is a three-piece. Oh,
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he?
My turn.
shit. It gotta be, but it might
I want to know why I should trust you.
change the whole shit.
Do it for Joe Dunn, our common friend. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey!
Still hit me with the ball. Now you got a knot coming.
Hey, that toss was...
Dirty, yeah.
Huh?
Just like the juice he took. He already tight that he found out that Dunn died, so...
Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise or how well he hid, I would find him.
So, what you're saying is, 1, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. 2, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Maybe, but it could be no more than a false lead.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4, the key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
Oh, this changes it up.
I have the feeling there's something Craig didn't tell me.
Oh, you knew he'd tell me.
I don't know what exactly, but I'll find out.
4. No, 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Speno to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't add up.
Why not?
Just a hunch.
Let's follow up with the suspects.
Right.
You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something. But what about O'Leary? 6.
Mm-hmm. Nice call. Nice call. But the only thing is, I need to be able to plug O'Leary. Oh, boom. Because O'Leary killed Colbert for banging his wife, right? So maybe I can plug that. Nope. O'Leary personally kills anyone who has threatened his family or his business. Someone ordered Randall Lee to commit the murders. What if it was O'Leary? Because I still don't know who guy number 3 is.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself. Nah, I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
That's 7. So, number 7, Cassidy, so we got another one. But see, Cassidy... It couldn't have been Cassidy. He's reckless as hell. Exactly. These are the 2 that gotta cancel each other out, I think.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale, Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts, Mitchell is the one pulling the strings.
No.
And you know why? Because in novels, the murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning.
Well, that could be the case in British novels.
But
You
see,
know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But this might just be an American whodunit, where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene.
You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings?
not yet.
I didn't say that. How did it go with one more?
I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview her along with her boyfriend, Al Stone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige. Perfect. Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first? Here's one for both of you. What do you think about sports on television? Is it good for business, or will it make it all more for the masses?
More for the masses, for sure, but also more fair. Ever since television came along, there's no place for corrupt athletes or rigged games. In the old days, athletes succumbed to corruption scandals because they didn't make enough money. Because no matter how large a
She need to
stadium
shut up
is,
because she got a
space
few
is
of those
limited.
red games
But
in her
thanks to
favor,
TV and
so-
advertising,
Oh, she gonna sit
my
here.
generation has put an end to corruption.
Now that's a headline.
That's funny.
Okay, now. Here's a question for Al. Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
We never talk politics, honey. Athletes should steer clear of controversy and stay focused on their sport. Don't you think?
No, 'cause
Yeah,
I asked
that's
him.
right.
I needed his.
Moving
take
on.
Thank you. Since she want to take
Here's
over,
one
let's
for
go
Helen.
talk to you.
Dating a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself. You really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
Helen!
Write this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Now what? Time for a picture.
How should we pose?
Show me your weapons. The fist against the racket. That's it. Perfect. Okay, one more question. And
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait. You mean she stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was. All right, so where were we? Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
Cassidy is a great manager, really. No complaints there. And the work he's putting in as president of the association is really valuable. But, I don't know, maybe in this case, Joe Dunn was right. Wait, no. Could you keep that last off the record? You know, on the down low.
My lips are sealed. Let's get that picture taken. Turn around and show me those biceps from behind.
Like that?
That's it. Wait, I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one. What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Well, supposedly the odds are in my favor, but there's no such thing as a weak rival. And, you know, Bobby Yale might be young and going through a rough patch, but he's had an amazing streak, so I'll do my best.
I'm going to take one more, all right? Let's see what you think about this. Close your eyes and rest your chin on your fist. The boxing thinker.
Like these?
Exactly. What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again. I can't seem to get it right. Don't move. It's about time. Finally. We're all set.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
Look at his hand. Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in?
He dropped it in.
How much do you think each bicep weighs?
A lot. But less than your tongue.
You're hilarious.
Who's that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him.
I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous? Wait, that's him.
Who?
Mitchell, the surgeon.
Seriously? We got him.
Not yet. I've seen that matchbox before.
Focus, Blacksad. We need to figure out how to find that Mitchell guy.
I didn't know I was clipping, my bad.
Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
Look at that. All right, time to do the thinking game.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out.
Yeah, y'all couldn't recline y'all shit back then.
Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close. And I hadn't seen Mitchell go in or out. I had no choice.
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
I can't say no to good advice.
Or good bourbon. Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy, but his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation.
So, before I do it, should I stay Farnham or should I tell him my real name? That's the question. I might want to keep him. Locked in.
Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Either way, I'm faking it if I'm going as Blackmore, so I'll stay Farnham.
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas.
Ding dong.
You're natural. You're even better at pool than poker.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want a fella to say?
No, let's act gangster.
If Cassidy hadn't ordered his barber to kill that son of a bitch, I'd have done it myself. Some of God's creatures just don't deserve to live.
Yeah, you gotta stick with the Farnham.
Damn it.
Well, nobody's perfect. Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear to me.
We won't talk about O'Leary.
Well, you see, Desmond O'Leary is my enemy. If you know a thing or two about him, I can leave it at that.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me? What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
We fought together during the war. I just wanted to say hi.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him, or else.
Or else what?
Time to get gangster.
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in O'Leary's gambling operation. You follow me?
Son of a bitch. All right. Give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. It's so bad that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop, like when you're stuck in your car on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand.
Let's see how
All
hard
I
you had
had
to
to
pull off
do
for that.
was follow him.
Nah, we had to get gangster with Paulie because, well, the main reason I would get gangster with Paulie was because that's the quickest way that circle will force information out of you. So if you're not as gangster as any one of the four of them that was in that circle, then you wouldn't have got that information from Mitchell. I was already playing gangster, saying that I would have did the shot myself. You know, if I had access to my gun to shoot the child prostitute guy. But Keats was gone anyway as soon as he got caught cheating. So I used that as leverage versus trying to, you know, get at him every single time. But I did get at him here and there, you know, just to fuck with him. And either way, it still worked out in my favor that I still got to rat him out for cheating while being a dick to him. So I just did that because I didn't like Keats. And doing that and then moving from that and not flinching and then having that conversation with the pool house owner, he, again, I had to get gangster with him because it was an easy way to push him out when you threaten him versus trying to be all nice about it because they're gonna like low-key smell punk in you. It just depends on, honestly, who you get gangster with in this flick because you don't really want to take that smoke to Cassidy. You'd probably blow your cover, and you wouldn't want to take that to anybody that you're already using, like Blackmore or the Farnham Identity around. Look at this. He's ready to dip. Oh, look at that. There go homie that tried to clap me. Let's go for the briefcase first.
He went in without it. I wonder what's in it.
His sniper rifle. Because I'm thinking he's the one that took the shot. If not, it's whoever. If they did some extra mob shit, then that means that it's not Mitchell that does the killing. It's Mitchell that brings the gun. You feel me? So most of the time, especially if they're doing some personal stuff and they're trying to play the game and not get caught up, their money's going to be running that whole circle, that whole set. Or sit around. Oh shit. Yeah, I feel like it's somebody else involved. Because it's too easy to say it's Mitchell right now and be done with the case.
Jill, stand guard
See,
right here.
I feel like that's a...
If the cat shows up, you know what to do. I'll be back in an hour.
Could I take him by surprise from over there? Although I don't know how I'd get there.
Oh, damn. That's right.
Of course, he's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Oh no, that's not, yeah. Anyway, I'm having a fear with Colbert. This is a little bit tougher. So if you got these deductions right, do you have to get like different dialogue options? Excuse me. Well, getting the deductions determines the direction you go in the game, in a sense where if I make a deduction that's going to put me into, well, each deduction is going to put me into a brief like monologue of the findings, or if I'm in conversation with somebody, then it would prompt like maybe more dialogue to get to another clue, maybe just for that one particular scene in specific. But throughout the game, I could like hit R1 at any time, and if I have deductions to make, I could just search through this and figure it out. What I'm trying to do is figure out Moore's career. Nope. Larry rigged the fight. Too impulsive to plan the murder. During the war, his pals were known as the Olympic Five. I don't know. Maybe it's that one to go for that question.
Mitchell, who fought
No
with
problem,
Dunn during
no
the
problem.
war, tried to pass as Yale's doctor.
Alright, so give me one more clue, because I think I got something else to. Oh no, what was the deal? Okay, so I gotta figure out a way over this thing, right? Can't go over there. So smooth. I'm trying to find a plan B for this. Posted up at least.
I did mess up a guy's face with an extinguisher once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
Ah, yes. Nice move. I know that horse heavy as hell. It's some horse shit. This dude is still lurking me. Like he's just been like on the low key looking behind me. Now he about to jump down through the window. That's already busted. So homie about to swing down and swing on some structures real quick to get in and watch. You saw how many windows was busted up there. Damn, you tied his mouth shut? He didn't even do that in the first one. He didn't even get the screen, bruh. Matter of fact, hold on.
What does this place have to hide?
Sure does. Yeah, let me talk to you real quick, cause you wanted to smoke me.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
You ain't got to. Just figure out who you are.
It looks like an arrowhead. Answer my questions, and I'll protect you from Mitchell.
What?
As soon as he finds out you've talked to me, he'll kill you. Just like he did to your partner, Randall Lee.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, great.
Where did Mitchell go?
Mitchell? What Mitchell?
Okay, then.
I'll give you a minute to think about some more convincing answers.
back, bro. Yeah, because I need to get something from you anyway. Let's go investigate some shit. Start from the roof, work our way down. Parental unit.
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case the top animal would be a crane. If I'm not mistaken, these are incense sticks used in cleansing rituals.
He's got some monkey business. Damn, I thought he ran his way home.
A dream catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web.
Can I know what that is? Well, I mean, it's an axe for something, but is that his axe that he uses for stuff? Alright, nothing else up here I can really walk on. Double check. Double check.
According to this, the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
Oh, is that a card right there? Word. Alright. We're gonna go back and see if he can tell us some stuff. Ooh. Can I use that? Shit. I figure I could probably use it to threaten him. I'll beat you over the head with this if you don't talk. Screw Mitchell. Alright, bruh. Door's open. Did some walking around. Now we're gonna talk.
Where did Mitchell go?
Damn, are you in love with this guy or what?
What's Mitchell up to? If you don't answer my questions, you'll spend the rest of your life in Sing Sing.
Sing, sing,
Only
sing.
if I don't answer? Come on.
What's this warehouse for?
It's where I take my naps. I thought that was obvious.
I'll give you a minute to think about some more convincing answers.
Yeah, let's go. Another piece. Okay, that's his top half. Exactly. Nay, I say. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to people.
Will I need help? Who would I call?
I still gotta check in with Smirnov. I went too far in this case without checking in with him.
Wiggly here. What's...
Pier 36, the 6th sea-facing warehouse coming in from Montgomery.
John? Is that you?
Meet
Oh
me in an
shit,
hour.
this is the setup.
Bring your camera. I just gave you the scoop of your life.
I still got a couple of deductions I need to make, but I'm gonna call Smirnov first.
Smirnoff.
Pier 36. Meet me in an hour.
Blacksad.
If you're coming from Montgomery, it's the 6th sea-facing warehouse.
What's going on?
And bring the cavalry.
Yep, it's about to go down. Alright, so. Yeah, more or less. I'll walk through here. Damn, thought it was a card over here. Oh well, guess not. I'm gonna have to probably go back up there and check his totem pole and see if there's some info I missed. Number 3. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. First thing I see is Rhino clapping cheeks.
Everything seems to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in the picture is his mother.
Yeah, you got a totem pole shrine on the top of the little teeny roof up there. And so I think now I can yank some shit out of him now that he done gassed me up. So let's hit him
You
in the
know
heart
who
first.
always believed in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me. And I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid.
Man, I'll use Bully since he's a goon.
I spent more time in detention than in the classroom. I was a big cat, so I always took it out on the little guys. Somehow my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either.
Gang gang.
I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe. They told me killing was my moral duty, but I discovered it could be addictive. Not all victims were Nazis. But when I got back, I was treated like a pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
Word. Word. Alright, this is about to get
I also fought in the
real
war.
messed up
That's
in
where I
like the
met
next
Mitchell.
7 minutes if I move swift enough. But it's
They
about to
used
get
me,
real
like many of my
fucked up.
people. And
There's a
then they
couple of
just tossed
scenes
us
in here that's
aside.
like, yeah.
The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike. I wanted to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do. I don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all is myself.
Self-hate.
I don't like what I did during the war, and I don't like what I'm doing now. Do you know what it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission?
Well, if it's close to the 50s, it's probably like World War II.
But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew.
And that's why he spit out the key. Completely relative. Even though you better wipe
Maybe
that
it's
shit
time
off.
I did just that. It's number 3.
You gonna stay in there though. I'll leave the tie around your mouth off. Before I go down here. Time for the thing again. Maybe a few that matches up, so we're gonna start with this one. See if this plug works. That works.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner, Randall Lee, under Mitchell's orders?
I still don't feel like that. There's a bigger brain in that, and Gil wasn't like, he wouldn't have been the one to do the sniping. He carries a pistol by his side. He ain't sniping shit. I'm just gonna go with that theory. There's someone else that sniped that shot though. Either somebody lying to us or it is Gil. That's how I put it. But Randall Lee wasn't one to shoot anybody because he only carried a knife and he was close quarters type. So, you know, he wanted to catch you. Like, let me walk up on you real quick. Psst. Knife go, and then he want to get at you. Oh yeah, I forgot to unlock this shit. Key goes in. Yeah, we got lights, camera, and action. Now this shit right here is crazy. Like, do they really have chambers like this? Just sealed off like that, like some sneak shit. Yep. Remember what I said, it's about to turn up, so don't lose sight of the next few things that's about to happen. It's gonna take us a bit probably to get through it, but look at that, look at Spaniel sneaking in there. Yep, you saw that too, right, exactly. Spaniel snuck right in. He did that shit on purpose. I should probably go through the lab first and then, yep. Now if I play it smart, I don't have to worry about getting locked in here. So, yeah, we're gonna do this first. Brunhilde. Got the screen. We'll go ahead and set up the projector. Big Bear Caleb. I know nobody could bear any punch that would come from him. Yeah. 1936 Nazi regime made German boxer Max Weingartner. They should have just put the A with the umlaut. But Holloway stole the title. It's not about boxing, it's about freedom. Luck ran out in 38. Oh, and see, check that out. Then they put the umlaut over the A in the Weingartner. It's a weird pronunciation because umlauts go over the two dots. It's called an umlaut in German, and it goes over every what English would perceive as vowel. So A, E, I, O, and U would be A, E, O, E. 1942. Okay, let's go back. Get back to work. All right, let's get it cracking. Old ass projector. Let's check the Brunhilde file first. We're gonna get plenty of information here, but
Subject: Brunhilde Gruner.
I thought I turned down the gamma. Is that bright on y'all end?
Day 1500. The patient's ability to speak continues to
German
diminish.
rat. No pun intended.
Now she can only pronounce the occasional word in German. Tissue degeneration persists. And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylproline dosage and an increase of ibupropion, we have observed a 3% of deceleration of said degeneration. Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot, and yet we are on the right track. All hope is not lost.
Okay. So we got one clue from this movie. Now we gotta go and be nosy on everything else.
A list of names,
Oh, word.
somehow related to chemical agents?
Here we go. So, it's gonna be the first bit of it. Oh, thank you. Hi, Maji. Okay. Anything over here? Oh yeah, we gotta go watch some movies, but I'm gonna go check some stuff out over here real quick. Huh. Of course, this is the lab. You see all that stuff around? Look like shit'll blow. What is that chamber though? Can I find out? Nope. Guess we gotta watch movies. Here we go. Talk some more, bro.
Subject: Craig Spano. Treatment: Day 0.
I know, right?
Is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength,
But you know when probably like your ancestors moved to America, they Americanized it because they didn't know what an umlaut was. They probably said, "What the hell is this?" And then they just spelled it differently just so that they can speak it. I know it does look like a secret Roy lab though.
Caused by the prior injury, so that the subject can play without symptoms, and to help the patient regain the physical condition lost in the aging process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels.
Well, you're actually right. This is kind of like roids in a pill.
Treatment: Day 120. The patient no longer feels pain when using his right arm.
128. We almost at 6
Circumstance
months.
that allows him to pitch without fear.
This is Spanos,
So far, the only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage.
Oh, so he get high.
Subsides 4 hours later.
Oh, like a
Taking
good
the
hybrid.
patient on an emotional roller coaster of sorts with bouts of mild trembling.
They was feeding Spano that indicoline and hybrid.
Day 341. Moments of euphoria.
Yeah, for them it was when they were.
Physical performance have become increasingly
It's cool, though.
short, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer, including severe tremor. Although we have met all therapeutic
It still
goals,
skips during the
we
dialogue
will
here.
proceed to terminate the treatment. In
I forget
order
what
to avoid
tachycardia
causing
is, but I think it's like a heart
irreparable
condition,
physical and
something
mental damage to the patient.
in lieu of a heart attack. So yeah, his drug treatment initially helped his arm get better, but his heart was only strong enough to pretty much get better. Even though the treatment helped him, exactly, that shit sped his heart up to shit because it was being juiced into fixing his body. So, you know, within that, hell yeah, he gonna be messed up after taking them drugs. There's gonna be side effects, and he just wanted to get that baseball money. You gotta think about it. The 10s, the 20s, the 30s, even the late 1880s, 90s. You know, even when we got radios, that was the first like sport next to football that was kind of like mainstream, like today's Spotify. So check it out. And Noel, you called it. Drug Lab. Check out some of the names because you're gonna see some shit. Helen Moore on the right, Craig Spano on the lower left. You saw Boss up top, so that means whoever Boss is, they got pills set up for them, and something is wrong with them. Okay, now this makes sense now. This is starting to make sense now. Okay, thinking time. So Pete, you're about to get a huge curveball, and I ain't making a baseball analogy, because this is where we're gonna literally find out we're gonna pretty much solve this particular area, and then it's time to solve the murder, because I still haven't really got who was behind killing Dunn. And O'Leary is starting to become more and more less of like a culprit, because he didn't yank Dunn back to his little basement and tell the boys to bring the carpet out and all that shit. Like, this is before he killed Colbert, so he still had both his goons. All he had to go do was go down there and scoop him up, which at first, if you know, on my first run through, if you go back through this, of course you're gonna think it might have been like O'Leary, Colbert, and the Yak goon. All right, so it's not really them three, but O'Leary was one of the 4 people that walked out of Dunn's gym when he got murked. So it must have been him like setting it up, but I don't even know. Actually, I don't even know if O'Leary was number 3. I gotta check that shit out again. Because remember what the GOAT said. There was 4 people. You know that one was Yale. You know that one was that would have been Randall Lee. So that clears it up. Randall Lee was the one that got clapped in the bed by the sniper. We're trying to find out who that is. So this is all coming together now. Alright. Rig fight between Yellowstone. Rhino clap in the cheeks. Spano enhanced performance. There we go. So we're going to be doing some lab shit. Pill bottles with athlete's name. Spano enhanced his performance. We saw his name on there. Related to rare chemical compounds. That's one.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
Exactly. Steroids. That's all it is. It's today's steroids. So, we got Mitchell selling drugs to athletes. Mitchell sells athletes drugs to enhance their performance. Duh. So now we got a new clue. New deduction. And just sometimes you just gotta wait that second to get to the deduction to figure it out. So, what we got? No, that's not right. Okay. Mitchell sells drugs. Spano's health took a toll.
The worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical. It's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
But that leaves us trying to find out a couple of things, because now that we have Brunhilde as additional information, I should say. Now we need to find out what the German rat's doing with Brunhilde. This tone is passionate, so it seems like they're, like somewhat close, or there's some sort of, right, Maji, some sort of affliction of caring of another human being. Right. No more movies? Okay. Might be time to bounce. Anything over here? A clue? What we got? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Well, before we bounce, I'll check and see if I got one more deduction to make. Which I don't. So I might... The Untouchables clue came back. Avenarius. Nope. I don't have a number indicator, so I don't have a deduction to make. So that means I need to clear out some clues, which might be too late for me at this particular point. Okay, I can still get out the lab. Hey, it's no problem. I thank you for showing up tonight. I appreciate the convo during the stream. I'll post this episode up tomorrow, because I'm posting yesterday's up tonight right now. Like, it's just getting converted to HD. But, I appreciate you showing up. I'll see you on the next stream. You know it.
Hey, it's all right. Don't be afraid, little girl.
I am a friend. Ich bin ein
I'm a
Freund.
friend, okay?
Vita, no her.
He's like, I was very interested in seeing how it ends, especially after this crack baby. Oh, leave Brunhilde alone. Nope, we about to do a puppet show. Let's see if it works out. Come on, Blacksad. I don't think you got no kids, but...
Once upon a time...
We'll go with princess, right? Yeah, we'll go with beautiful princess.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess called...
Brunhilda.
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
said Brunhilde. And then Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name...
Really beautiful.
A really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
What you think? Evil dragon, crazy wizard, or a magical cat? You know what, Maji? Which one you want? The dragon, the wizard, or the cat? The cat? Okay. We're going with the magical cat named Maji.
A magical cat called John.
I'm a magical cat. My name is John. Hi, John the
Made her
cat.
laugh. There we go.
I really like magical cats.
Well, she's a
I'm
princess. It's a
Brunhilde.
kingdom.
I'm going to use my magical power to help you.
Rule the kingdom. Get out of a cage. Fill some colored balloons. Get out of a cage. Let's get to business.
Get out of a cage, too.
Nein, it's sad.
You say silly things, John the cat. So what are you going to help me do?
Screw the surprise. Kids love balloons.
Fit up a bunch of colored balloons.
She is a German
I
little
love
girl
balloons.
in the
What's your
40s,
favorite balloon
maybe
color?
50s.
Wow, that's a very
So they
hard
only had
question.
4 colors.
But John the Cat,
Probably
it's
to
the
choose
easiest
from.
question in the
Balloons.
world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite balloon color is
I'm gonna go with yellow.
yellow. Whoa, Brunhilde? That's exactly what I was about to say.
Well,
Band. They actually use some real German names.
John, Brunhilda, Freund.
Freund. She said friends.
Du play?
You play,
Ich look.
I look. She's
Okay.
kind of speaking German
Hi,
English
bird. Why are you wearing
because
that
the
mask?
meds are fucking her up.
Weil, gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bern?
Burnt look like
and
German
what about
burnt
you,
art.
Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
You do. Maybe that's how maybe they Englishified Bernd and was like, Bernard. Hey, this dude came in here today and his voice was we'll play good dad since she played good little girl. He came in and his name was Greek, but when his family came to America, they Americanized it because of the spelling, just so they could pronounce it. And that's why a lot of our ancestors, the names are different between the 20s and 50s, because the census was, they didn't want to spell it the way they saw it. They didn't want to read it the way they saw it. They wanted to read it the way they could understand it. There ain't no card in here, Brunhilde. Hey, Brunhilde. Coulda. Can I close that mic? Nope. Yes, my dear.
You know you're not allowed down here.
Hide, bro.
You know you're not allowed. It's...
You bastard! I kill you right here, right now.
I don't know.
You don't know? How much did Mitchell pay you for your soul?
It's not about the money. It's about Brunhilde,
there
my
we
daughter.
go. His little girl. That's his little girl.
She was born with a degenerative disease, a rare condition similar to the Engelmann syndrome. There are only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reached the age of 5. But I couldn't give up. I continued to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments and tried to recruit me to create super soldiers. Yes, that Reich. We're talking late 30s, Berlin. I escaped
the Third Reich?
Brunhilde and came to your country. But the American military also heard about me. I spent the entire war experimenting with drugs on soldiers.
Oh, no, it was
Some
right.
were
Drug
highly
lab.
effective, I must say.
Roid lab.
When the war was over, my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell. We had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment. What else do you want me to say?
We're gonna do this.
I noticed Yale's name appears twice on your list of athletes. One mention was crossed out. Why?
I don't know. A couple of months ago, Mitchell told me to prepare pills suited to his profile. But a week ago, he told me to stop. And then 2 days ago, he asked me to make them again.
About those pills. There was a bottle there before. What is he looking at?
Oh shit. Knock. Damn. I was getting bopped. Well, this ain't dead.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing.
Why you all on her
Finish
like that?
packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault. Yes, sweetie. We're going to a new home now. A prettier one. Happier there. Now go with Papa, honey. Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on. I'm sorry about this, Josh, but we gave it our best, didn't we?
What? What do you mean, Angus?
No smoking in the lab, bro.
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Are you about to do the cigarette flick?
Angus, what's wrong?
Bye, Josh.
You didn't even try to clap at first. Oh, yeah, fuck. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit.
I hope you're happy, you son of a bitch. They were good people.
Now, let's go.
I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile.
Oh, shit.
You're so far from the truth. What the?
Get up above his ass. Well, you whack at close distance. Ooh, that had to hurt. Bounced him off the metal. Ah, shit. I'm not trying that door.
The
I know
mask
that's
would
just-
buy me a bit of extra time. The question was, how much?
Yeah, they're done for. And I ain't saving you.
Spano just ran out that way.
And I'm gonna follow you. Come on, dog. Like I said, climb this shit.
really working. I needed fresh air.
Cody's about to die pregnant. Are you gonna get chopped up? Yeah, it's a wrap. Bottle with the drugs and took the drugs. I get it. His eyes went bloodshot after doing that shit. Exactly. That means he must have just took all them drugs. Man, he had to take the whole bottle down?
Greg's Shadow is back! Did you miss me? Who wants to see a home run? Now you're gonna see. Bring it on! Let's go!
You shouldn't have took that whole bottle, bruh. You done for.
No.
Come on, can we save him? He must die either way.
Don't torture yourself. You did everything you could.
Will he make it?
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What?
Oh, shit. Excuse me. I'm missing one.
Could Gil have blocked the basement door from the outside to kill Mitchell?
You think? That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
I'm positive. Gil told me himself. Mitchell practically forced him to work for him. And I've got reasons to believe that Gil is a bit trigger happy. Besides, I'd say he wasn't even really unconscious when they found him. That he was just pretending.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murders?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner, Randall Lee, under Mitchell's orders?
Another serious accusation. Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure yet. But it very well could be the case.
Wait. Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
No, because he sucks with shot. That's what it was. Alright, where is it at? Bottle. Sniper kill Lee. There it is, upper right. Missed 2 shots point blank.
So he misses with 2 shots at point blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we still don't know what caused Craig Spano's death.
Drugs. Oh, he doesn't know. I forgot.
There's no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab, and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger? Importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
You know what? Run the list down.
I see them all. But write down these names. Peter Lowe, Xavier Chains, Helen Moore,
Oh, hell no.
Bill Goldman, Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler, and yes, Bobby Yale.
So some cars
Thanks.
from the Hall of Fame.
Saving lives for a change, huh? In any case, thanks for the call.
So a lot of
I was
those Hall of
starting to
Fame
think you'd
athletes
never
was on
trust the
drugs.
police again.
I don't trust the cops. I trust you.
Smile, Johnny boy. Thanks for the tip. This is going to win me the Pulitzer.
Get that guy out of here.
Are all the cops dogs?
All right. Let's get this over with. When the war ended, Mitchell convinced Groon to use his super soldier drugs on elite athletes. Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder. Then, he made Randall search Dunn's house and the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating. And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters. When Mitchell realized he was cornered, he burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Groon and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few. But don't worry about it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
Detective. And 4 bodies. seven or eight bodies this whole game for real. Keats died. Colbert died. Because he got shot for clapping cheeks with O'Leary wife. I haven't heard back from O'Leary, so it's one of two things. Either he got murked under Cassidy's hand, or he may have fled from killing too many people. Dunn
In
was
your
the first
classic
one we had to
noir films
investigate.
and novels,
Randall Lee got shot.
solving a case never
Gil
amounts
died
to a
of
happy end.
suffocation with Mitchell.
The detective is always left with
The German rat and
bitterness.
his daughter Brunhilde died
a
in
feeling
the,
that before he
lab
took the
from
case,
Mitchell's cigarette.
the world was a better place,
Who else?
that he was a better person.
Keats got the shotgun from Billy Bob.
Come on. Now speed it out.
Being a child
Sometimes
prostitute.
I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want
It's a
from me?
body I'm missing.
I told Stone what I knew.
Craig
He was
Spano,
going to let
heart
Yale
attack
win.
from taking
That
the
if he
pills. He
didn't,
took that whole
O'Leary
damn
would
bottle.
destroy Helen Moore's career, and that Moore was doomed either way, or would be
hit his
as
last
soon as
home run and
America
died.
discovered her sweetheart was on drugs.
I don't believe you.
Oh yeah, Helen
No
Moore was
way.
one of the ones in the list
Who
too
sent
that
you?
was on the
Today?
drug list.
No,
So she was a complete liar anyway. So that means she
What
definitely
if I
was
did
juiced
believe
up
you?
to be the
What would
better
that
athlete
change?
while she
If
was
I
getting
don't
the
do
rigged
this for her,
matches
how
to
could I
build her up
ever
during her
look her in
treat.
the eyes?
I
How
remember
could
it
we
takes
stay
about
together?
four to
You think
6
you'll stay
months
together when you
before they
lose
see
your
a,
title
you know,
and they
a new
accuse her
result.
of doping?
So
At least I know I tried.
they rigged the game she was whacked at. She was whack at, and you know.
The drug scandal is bound to rattle the entire sporting world soon enough. At some point, the police will have to take it seriously. If you let Yale win, and they find out about O'Leary, you might even lose your freedom.
Since we're this close to the end, I'm gonna do a Blacksad check to see how ruinous the case is. Actually, it's more profitable than ruinous, only because there's a few deductions I didn't make to help the case. But at the same time, I've been pretty swift with it. There we go. If you start off probably as a drinker, that's probably going to make you a little bit more quote-unquote hard-boiled.
It's not the worst thing I can lose.
Suit yourself. But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
Yep, he ain't even got to shoot the gun.
Hey, Blacksad. I'll think about it.
There's still like 4 different directions at the very end between you and Al Stone. So I'm guessing if you scare him into taking a dive, he may just be as controlling as Helen was and talking over him. You could have just scared him into taking a dive, and he would have took it, and you would have got your gambling money back. At least you didn't put that shit in Sonia's name. She ain't getting that money from you. First one I made it in her name versus mine, just to make it like something charitable versus me just taking the money and being
Yale confirmed to me that
straight
Dunn
up about
found
getting the
out
bread.
that Mitchell was giving him meds. That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Almost killed you.
Yeah. But I've been clean ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight? Do it. Someone has to save that gem. Sorry about your Aunt Mary. She was a good woman.
Randall Lee killed her, and Randall Lee got killed, so he couldn't deliver the karma, but hey. Sorry, Bobby. Yeah, that was a tough one.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. In appreciation for the tip I'd given him, he insisted on buying me a milkshake that he drank. After the perfect storm of corruption and murder, only friendship could reconcile me with the world. Only that could make me believe in mankind again. Only that could cleanse my soul. Only that. And money.
Excuse me.
In your standard noir novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real
Word,
world.
there we go.
As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my
Literally, out
paycheck
of everybody
and be
that we
on my
ruled
way.
out, we didn't rule out like the last
Nice to
guy
meet you,
out
Mr.
of the
Blacksad.
Olympic 5.
Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
I guess I'll just have to wait.
He'll be here in a minute. Please take a seat.
I don't want to sit down. I want to do something.
No matter how many curveballs destiny throws his way, he always manages to land on his feet. When he was a rising sports talent, the war put an end to his career, so he became a war hero. After the war, he didn't end up like Gil
What, did he
or like
just say
me.
Abba's coming back in
He became an
guilty
elite
gear?
athlete, a Hall
I
of
feel
Fame
like him,
football
but if
star.
Abba comes back,
When
I'm
an
definitely
accident
gonna
left him
spaz.
in a wheelchair, he went on to succeed
Scoop up
in
Abba. Abba
advertising.
was a nice one. I missed them combos. Abba was a nice one. Alright, that's the boardroom. We have picture frames. Got a boxer. But some of these are athletes utilized in the drug shit, huh? Here we go. Here we go.
That's not.
That's a new clue.
But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Uncle Tim.
Mr.
It's about to
Blacksad,
wipe out a lot
Mr.
of
Thorpe
shit.
is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure, as long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
Right, she got the low cut, the freckle on the boom. I wonder if they let you zoom in on the freckle. Well, okay, that's not included.
If I had her markings on my skin, would I be the same person? Would my name be different?
Sounds like an aircraft. Schedule. This is just more information that I have to. So that means if Thorpe was the one that was pushing the buttons, then we can say man, I wish I could get
If
the
my
code
hunch is
verified.
right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda. Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me,
That's right.
I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
Let me see. Alright, so she's gonna probably start searching for so long. Governor Katz is excuse me. Hospital. Oyster what? Oyster rest? Lunch. That's where y'all went to eat lunch. Meeting with Yale, McNeil, Reg, McNeil, Claude Hinkham. I wonder what kind of animal Hinkham was. Like a giraffe. Hey. Love you too. Love you too. Can you turn the page for me? Thank you.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
Oh, because he was holding that information.
I'm sorry, but your name's not on here.
Bingo.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Pissed off.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt.
No doubt.
So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape.
She looking like, okay, weirdo, get out my face. Ugh. Oh, she's like, oh, forget him. I'm going back to doing nothing.
Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
You ain't looking for me, no way. We out here.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
Yeah, because he be touching everything in this place, trying to steal something. Wait, isn't there a card in here somewhere? I may be wrong. Bobby Yale. Bobby Yale name keep popping up.
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Mm-hmm. Right, let's get through this. Excuse me.
Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
Ooh, a card. Ooh, another. Go get that. Let's pop that in. I hope that's that 4-piece I've been trying to put together. It's not. Oh, it is. It's Puma. There's also Puma Plays Football. That other card down here, ain't it? Oh, it's too far away.
In my experience, when something looks really good, it ends up smelling really bad.
Good shit. How do I get that? Yeah, forget it. And we're in there.
I better not use it. It might be connected to the switchboard at the front desk.
There go the pills.
Of course. Oh, crap.
And it says boss. So that means he's the runner of the operation.
Why am I surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
So I lost some clues.
It's a bit strange to see no office chair behind a desk until you remember the desk's owner is in a wheelchair.
Oh, look at that. And that's how we find out who the sniper is. F-class 300 yard, first prize at 300 yards. That means he could pop your head at 300 yards. You know, across the street. Yeah, I get it. He has to stand to do that, so we may have to figure that out.
And one of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball 15. Yeah. When wherever it wanted. And my coach, the great Joffrey Sox. And so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. I enlisted immediately. After losing a partner in combat, a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the Army, and it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but no.
I know some of the stuff. It's not time for clues. Make sure that was in his office. Because I know there's something on myself. Thinking time. Thinking game.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation. Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk? Of course, it wasn't Mitchell or Gill. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how? Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it? The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Since Nole's not around, I gotta do the animal jokes. So we finna catch this lion-ass lion. There you
Stop it!
Arr! Don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny! You wants to be shark-bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
See what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you! Onward!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us. Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But...
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
Okay.
And think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay? You see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
That was a dog for a hand.
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who is true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's Gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
Oh, you know what? Time to hit a straight.
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for 1 second? Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gil, the German doctor, even Mitchell.
How you know about all that, though?
Would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
I'm going straight for the jugular.
A journalist told me.
Yeah, Dan Murray.
Ring a bell?
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
Which one I want to give first? Well, you know what? If I get a chance to say it all, I'm going to start with Mitchell.
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave them to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's so much more to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs. I know that you were a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that? I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders.
There it is.
You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
So you started by selling drugs to athletes. Then you decided to start an advertising agency to hire those same athletes. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so he was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drugs started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought they were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now. You stop it. Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it. Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Ironarm. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
Look. He got right up, too. So I got a few steps.
I won't let anyone wreck my life again. Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
I knew it was somebody else.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
The gun shoot? Oh. She kept the gun from the hospital, you lying bitch. Someone told me to accuse your ass. Oh, man. I was standing right at that safe thinking I should have accused her, then I could have got the gun off her or something. You lied to me. You get restrained.
Sonia Dunn, you are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Watch your step.
She got mad that he set up her day to get killed. She killed him back. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's about it. I'm gonna be wrapping this up in a bit. Oh, they still buried him together even though he had his girl.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story. Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
But then again, that might incriminate her as being like fraudulent and that it wasn't anybody that broke in. That's kind of like why I left him alone.